going on, everyone? Welcome back to version 1. Now in today's video you join me from the Megane once again because we are on our way to RStuning, the mecca of Renault tuning specialists. As some of you guys know from previous videos, the GPF delete and the cooler are now both on, so it's about time we head up there and get the map tweaked to those mods, potentially push it a little bit harder, but more importantly get the car running right on that GPF delete. So let's chit chat, let's get up there and let's get into it. So if you're watching this video and you haven't already subscribed, come on now, hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring the bell notification to find your way back for any future Megane content and other stuff. As I said in the intro, we're on our way to RStuning in Leeds, just smashing out in one day because I've got a day off of work. So I'm just going to carve this out in one day. I'm on my own, as you can see, because I couldn't get anyone off to come with me on a Tuesday. We're going to head up there today, get the map tweak done, because the car's not running perfectly with the GPF delete. It's actually got into kind of like some sort of semi-limp mode where it's thrown up a couple of errors. So the car's not running as it should be. So it's been a long time coming really, because I was meant to see Paul last week, but because of restrictions I had getting up there, I ended up not going and obviously rearranged for today. I'm not really asking for much numbers wise. Like I say, I know it's very easy to get caught up in the numbers, but if we do gain a couple, then sweet. But obviously, like I say, this is to document as well the fact that some of the gains that you could get from a cooler and a downpipe as well. So obviously, because previously I was mapped to 320 horsepower, like 360 foot-pounds, something like that, on just a catback and an intake. So let's see if we can push that a little bit harder with the downpipe and the cooler. If you haven't seen either of those videos, I'll leave them up top for you now for the Wagner intercooler and the DCAT. Also, one thing that's worth mentioning is obviously some of you guys watching this will think that I had the car mapped at K-Tech, which I did, but Paul does the maps and the tunes remotely for K-Tech Racing. So although I was on their dyno, Paul was tuning it. So I'm going up to RStuning today because it's just as close really for me, if not a little bit closer, and then Paul can actually be there and dyno the car in person, and it's his tune, so he knows how to unlock it and stuff. So yeah, so that's basically enough of an intro. Let's just smash this journey out and let's get up there. So as I'm driving up today, the choice of, well, got to Have a Word podcast. If you guys haven't checked that stuff out, check it out because it's so good. Dan Nightingale and Adam Rowe. Also for the journey, thanks to Az, who just got back from, Az, if you're watching, legendary. Smash these out on the way, they're so good. Just got back from Canada, and obviously no debate, the discos, the Salt Vinegar discos absolutely hit different. So got a couple of things to eat on the way and then listen to this podcast, and it's about 3 hours long, so it will nearly take me all the way to RStuning in Leeds. But until then, let's get on with this journey. So we are arriving at RStuning as we speak. Going to pull into the car park, pull up, quickly nip to the toilet and catch up with Paul to see what he wants to do and when he wants the car in. But yeah, we're going to park up and then I'll keep you guys updated. So exciting. Obviously we're here down at RStuning now. The car's being strapped up onto the dyno, so we're just going to I'm just going to wait for Paul to do that. Let's start doing some runs and see how we get on. Obviously the car's in some sort of limp mode at the minute, so I've limped it here, so we've got to figure that out first and then start doing some pulls. Obviously I'll show you all that stuff as per usual, and then yeah, see if we can make any numbers, and then I'll give you guys the summary at the end and see see what we make on the day. Obviously all those excuses getting out of the way, it's not that cool here today, it's about 19 degrees, so, and I've driven 3 hours and 40 minutes, so there might be a little bit of heat soak, but you know, so we might have to take the numbers with a pinch of salt. So let's go.
How are you?
Right, here we are. Another successful trip to RStuning once again. Just before we get obviously into the nitty gritty, massive shout out to Paul again for smashing this out and really helping me out with this tweak for the GPF deleter stuff, because I can already feel that this is driving so much smoother. No dash lights. Yes, come on. We didn't go there for numbers, to make numbers specifically, as I mentioned, but obviously with some mods and stuff you'd expect to make a little bit more headroom, so that's exactly what we did. Strongest run of the day, made 336, and the, well, I think it's 336 or 337, something like that, and 350 foot-pounds. Now obviously you can't directly compare. I did speak to Paul about comparing directly to the printout and the dyno previous, but obviously it's a hotter day today and obviously it's a different dyno, so I couldn't compare. I won't be able to compare the K-Tech printout to this one, but that thing being said, obviously I will do the full reactions video of what it drives like when I get the chance to, because I'm currently in the middle of Leeds still. So we made, so it's 318 on K-Tech's dyno and we made 336, so we've got another 18 horsepower ish and 20 give or take, and then we've got about, well, similar sort of torque, but obviously he's tidied up the torque curve and stuff. So, and unfortunately, like I said, I can't compare the dyno graph printout from K-Tech's dyno because it wouldn't read the same. But that being said, like obviously gains are gains at the end of the day, so the car is now driving as it should be and I'm absolutely buzzing. So obviously we're going to get on some big roads. I'm going to give it a big send. Worth mentioning as well, now the car is mapped to the GT Performance downpipe, it's making all the noises it should have. I did mention in a previous video, I don't know if you're watching this and you've seen it, but the car had a kind of different overrun style, which I didn't mind, it sounded good, but it pops between gears again now. And it makes the bangs again. So the overrun's gone back to as it should be, but I guess that's just with what comes with when you tidy up the map and stuff and make things cleaner all round. And like I say, we've tidied up the torque, tidied up the fuel, but he spent a lot of time doing making sure the air fuel was right, because obviously a lot's changed with removing the GPF. Downpipe has changed things probably the most, but I reckon the power, the gains that we got were probably mostly from the cooler. So having basically 340 horsepower, I'm buzzing with that. So
a few moments later.
I know it wasn't filming. Oh mate, that just made a hell. Hold on, let's get this done. That sounds ridiculous. Oh mate, I weren't expecting that. That is ridiculous. Oh, boys, we've done it. Oh, that pulls really hard down low. Really hard. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing. That pulls so hard, and that sounds mental. I didn't expect it to still make that much noise with the box in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Completely different sound. It just goes to show, obviously, when the map wasn't right, that the exhaust just wasn't running right. The car wasn't running right. So thank God for that. Everything. She's out of limp mode now. Everything's sounding sweet again. I can't believe it makes that much noise. It's pretty mental. I don't know where I'm going. So just want to give a massive shout out to Paul RStuning again. Those guys are absolute wizards when it comes to this kind of stuff. And the time he put into this map, because we weren't there for 2 seconds. I know it probably looks like on video. We were there for a couple of hours, a good couple of hours. And he really took his time and got everything right. And he did. I reckon we done about 10, 12 runs to make sure that everything was consistent, every time was consistent. That we weren't just getting one-off figures, do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people can fabricate figures. Having the ability to do run after run after run and make basically the same numbers every time. Some were a little bit higher, some were a little bit lower. So basically, like I said, taking around the average, it's around 336 and like 350 foot-pounds. So those guys are absolute wizards. And if any of you guys in Australia, Paul's coming over to do some bits over there in a couple of weeks. So if you're watching this and you're from Australia and you want your car map, do not hesitate. Get it in while he's over there, because he knows exactly what he's doing. And like I say, the car's been absolutely transformed, and I'll do a full video on the reactions and stuff when I actually get a chance to, because it's a long old drive home now and these aren't the best roads for it. So before we get this video going on way too long, thanks to you guys for checking it out and stuff, and make sure you leave a like rating and all that as per usual, and ring the bell notification and subscribe. The videos to come will be a full reaction and like a full test drive of the car as it is in its current state, with the increased power and torque and stuff, so, and with the mods, so keep your eye out for that. But in the meantime, yeah, like I say, just keep an eye on the socials, keep an eye on the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.